Hola a todos, buenas noches. Estamos en Aire Libre .fm. El día de hoy estaremos transmitiendo un set muy especial de Elias Doré. Desde Berlín nos visita y pues vamos a tener aquí una entrevista de unos minutitos para conocer un poquito más al artista. Espero lo disfruten. Hey Elias, how's your Spanish? You want to talk in English or Spanish?
Rather in English. I'm learning Spanish a lot lately, but like still not good enough for English.
Okay, so what brought you to Mexico? Is this your first time here?
No, it's my second time. I came in 2019.
Okay,
and
cool.
yeah, I had a gig a booking in New York and in December, and I was thinking like, no winter in the States, not so great, but I'm very close to Mexico, so
Right.
let's go south, see what happens.
Amazing. So now this is your second time here?
Yeah.
Amazing. So I've heard you've been playing around the Pacific Coast in Mazunte, and you play as well in Mexico City tonight?
Yeah, in a few hours.
Okay, cool. Where are you playing?
Playing Departamento Studio Bar.
Amazing.
I played there a month ago also.
Okay,
It's
cool.
fun.
And when did you start produce? You don't produce, right? You just mix.
No, I produce.
You produce as well.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your background as a DJ first.
Well, as a DJ, I started in 2015 actually, and
Wow.
I started at my university in London, the SOAS, School of Oriental and African Studies, and main reason was that my friends were all, I guess, big hippies that were mostly into world music, and for them electronic music was and I was always trying to convince them, no, it's beautiful, you can have melodies and you can have soul. And then at some point I thought, okay, I just have to show them. And then I ordered a little controller from Thomann and tried to download music and what I like and played a set in my uni bar. And in the end people danced on the tables and went crazy. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm good at this.
Okay.
And, and then I went on a bit and eventually played a gig in Berlin at Sisyphos, which also was really beautiful. And the rest went also really
Okay,
well.
and what about your background as a producer? Like, do you play any instruments, or what do you like as a musician?
I played the piano since a very young age. Then for a time, I played the bass guitar as a teenager in like many bands, and just played the saxophone for some years. But like eventually stopped it a bit, but got really into production. So like since 2017 or so, and since then mostly playing like with a MIDI keyboard and with like electronic instruments. Also started the handpan many years ago. This hang drum handpan, commonly known, and trying to always use organic and instruments in my music, because I played in many bands. Also, I played like in a reggae soul band in Berlin.
Cool.
I was living in Senegal and was there just at like a concert of a Afro-funk jazz band, and was asking the singer, because I loved their music, I was like, hey, do you know where there's some jam sessions? And then he was like, what do you play? Saxophone. Come to a rehearsal. And then I came and we jammed, and he was like, you want to join the tour? And I'm like, what? When is it starting? Yeah, in 2 days. He's the trumpet player is gonna show you everything. And then I was part of the band for like a month.
That's amazing.
It was very
I
cute.
guess that's why your sets are very eclectic, no? And you like to play with different ambience or situations. You don't like to stick to one genre, right?
Yeah, I always try to really, I guess also I have a slight ADHS, I get fast bored maybe a bit of a style or something, and I try to read the floor and the people, and really try to bring this change always, and it's this most cliche sentence in DJing, but journey a bit.
Yeah,
The set
so
as
you
a
go
journey.
with the flow with your sets. You bring your hard drive and you see more or less what you're gonna play, and then you just feel how the crowd is just flowing.
I gotta be honest, I used to prepare a lot. Like some sets I prepare them like so well into every details, but at some point I realized, no, I also really enjoy being in the flow, and I can do it, and I don't have to worry so much maybe.
I think that depends a lot of the amount of hours you play, right? Like if you play 45 minutes on a festival, it's a little bit tight to be exploring.
Yeah.
But if you play like a typical Berlin 5-hour set, you can be more open.
Exactly, and I wouldn't prepare 5 hours. But I definitely got to be honest, for like something like Fusion Festival or Burning Man, I was preparing a lot and was really like thinking, okay, where do we go next?
And what is like, I know it sounds like a cliche question, but I like to make this to the people I interview, because every answer is different. Like, why do you do this? You know, what is music for you? You know, like, why this keeps you going?
It's a beautiful question. It really is. No, yeah, I think talking from the heart, really, it's really this flow state that I tend to get in at some point when things align and when things are well, and where really like everything is just beautiful, and like I'm in the music with the audience, we connect, and it's really like a giving and taking. There's smiles coming back, there's me just loving it, and a friend once said that sometimes I manage to create towards the end of sets like this kind of bubble of that sounds cliche, bubble of love, where really like some friends of mine that were in the booth with me saw people like sometimes crying at a set that I was playing, and being so happy and so blissful. So creating these moments for people, and you know, I think is what makes life worth living. It's really can be extremely, you know, you make music as well, it's something when the stars align.
Even though it's like, it's very ephemeral to play, you know, because it's a moment that it's not tangible, it's just like abstract, but it stays in you forever. You know? It stays in you forever. So I guess, it's like an addiction. Yeah.
And trying to get back there. And often when it works, it's really, you come back afterwards the next morning and you just...
That's right. So today, are we going to listen to any of your productions?
Yes, actually, good one track.
Okay, cool. I haven't had the chance to listen to any of your productions. I've been more listening to your sets, but I would be thrilled to listen to it.
Yeah, cool.
And what, you have any future plans from here? Are you going to the US to play, or?
I'm gonna have like a little traveling, visiting friends, and then I'm gonna play in San Francisco in what's the name? Public Works. And then
that's a really cool venue.
Yeah, people told me. Friends told me it's great, so I'm looking forward a lot, and being on the West Coast. And then afterwards back to Mexico in February, and gonna be here for Art Week, and play a few shows here and there, but really taking it with the flow, trying not to plan too much. And
why do you think Berliners loves Mexico so much? Like, you know, it's I feel it's like a second Berlin here now.
I don't know. It's really good question. There have been a lot of people coming here. I feel. I think it's once you have like these stories from one person get told to the next, especially about places maybe like a bit Masunte. I mean, there's also some people that rather choose Tulum, but definitely I found on the West Coast, it's also Puerto Escondido a bit, and it just gets passed on, and then people come, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I can imagine
the winters in Berlin are pretty hard, no?
Yeah, it's very grim. Yeah, it's very, very grey. I mean, I've been born there, and I was there many winters, and it's just, it's very dark. And when I have these chances, like a gig that pops up in New York, I take it. I just stay and try to venture towards the sun.
And in a more technical kind of question, do you stick to any kind of BPM between, I don't know, 115, 120, or you're very open with that?
It's kind of that. Like, I think I mostly really between 114, 15 and 123, something like that. So I would always call it mid and up tempo. But I also sometimes play down tempo, but I would not call myself a down tempo DJ. I know such good and excellent down tempo DJs and artists, and when I play down tempo, it's really, I go through my USB sticks and I just see, okay, what's there? What was it that I enjoyed lately? But I'm no digger in that kind of range.
Or you pitch it down.
Or pitch down faster tracks, which also is fun. But also that I'm not so specialized in. There's other people that are much better than me in that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm very excited to listen to your set tonight. There's a lot of people in Mexico that will be listening to you, and I don't know, like, I think it's very important to have this international artist feeding the station and the city with new music, you know, new vibes, and I'm very excited, and I hope next time you come, you can come again and visit us.